As we all know, the crowd isn't really going anywhere. In fact, when I was a little boy, my mother told me, she said, if you see a fight, just go in the other direction. But if you're in a fight, give somebody hell. In other words, don't mess around with the crowd. Go the opposite direction. Why? Because the crowd is going to end up being left behind. Whenever there's a move or a shift or anything taking place of any type of importance, of any type of impact, the crowd is not coming. So what you want to do, you want to make sure that you don't get left behind. So in today's lesson, I'm going to show you how not to get left behind. So let's go straight to the Bible. Let's go to the book of Genesis, chapter 19. We have a situation here where Lot, Abraham's nephew, is living in Sodom and Gomorrah, of all places, with his family. It's about to be a show enough. God is about to rip this joint up. So he sends a couple of angels in the city to destroy this whole city. Fortunately for Lot, Lot has a spirit of hospitality, which saves his life because he embraces these men who are angels, who he don't know they're angels, but he embraces these men because he's not like the crowd. He's a very hospitable person. In other words, he pays attention to what's going on around him. He's alert. He cares a lot about people. So he just innately sees some people sit in the middle of the street and he wants to do something to help them. Let's see what takes place here. He said, there came two angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them. And he bowed himself with his face toward the ground. And he said, behold, now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and you shall rise up early and go on your way. They said, nay, but we will abide in the street all night. So the angels are testing Lot. All right. So first of all, you got to pass the test. All right. So everybody put PTT in the chat. The only way that you're going to be able to not get left behind is you're going to have to turn up your hospitality. You're going to have to pass the test. So everybody put PTT in the chat. You say, what do you mean, Ricky? What I'm saying is that God is testing you to make sure he don't leave you behind this wealth shift that's taking place. You say, what do I have to do to be part of the wealth shift? You have to learn how to pay close attention to the angels that walk in and out of your life. Are you listening to me? People let angels walk by them every day. They ain't paying no attention to them. But you got to what? You got to pass the test. What the angel test? Yesterday I was downtown and the Lord put an angel in front of me. He was a man in his wheelchair. And matter of fact, he put two angels in front of me. There was a man in his wheelchair and he only had one leg, and he was happened to be a white man. Not that that matters, but he was talking to himself, and he just looked. He was just sad. He was sad because he only had one leg, and he was trying to push himself up this hill, and you could tell he just had spirits bothering him. How we got to this point in his life, only God knows. I have no idea. I don't try to judge people and figure out what happened to him. I just try to make sure I pass the test when I see people. What? The test of empathy. The test of what? The test of the heart. The test of what? The compassion test. All right. Everybody put TCT in chat. The compassion test. You have to pass the compassion. This generation doesn't have any compassion. Are you listening to me? If you don't want to get left behind in this wealth transference and God transferring this wealth, the people around here are so broken poor because they don't have compassion. They don't pass the compassion test. Are you listening to me? An angel can walk right in front of them, walk right by them. They don't even notice the people. Why? Because they ain't thinking about nobody but themselves. Are you listening to me? So these angels are sitting out in the middle of the street, and Lottie passes the compassion test. When I saw this man yesterday, it made me cry. I had to hold back the tears. I got to hold them back now while I'm thinking about it, because the man couldn't push himself up. He was so disgruntled with whatever was going on. He had so many spirits going on the side of him until he was just making noises. Noises that didn't make sense just because he was so vexed with his life. He had spirits that had him vexed. Are you hearing me? And he was trying to push himself with one arm. He only had one. He had both his arms, but he only had one leg, and he couldn't get up this little hill. So I walked over to him because I'm already ready. I'm already ready. I'm already ready. So I always got some money in my pocket on purpose. Already ready. I'm not gonna just hug the person because he obviously out. He probably got nothing to eat and all that sort of thing. So I made sure I gave him some money and I hugged him. When I hugged him, he was like, "Arr, arr, 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 arr." So I kissed the top of his forehead and I said, "Hey, I love you, brother." I said, "I love you, brother. I love you, brother. I love you, brother." So he said, "Arr." Then all of a sudden, all of the spirits that was inside him that wasn't making no sense, he stopped all that growling and stuff. And in a regular voice, he said, Thank you, brother. Thank you. In a regular voice, he'd doing all of that. You see, money is spiritual, you all. Money is just a test to see how generous you are. That's all money is. It's just a test to see if you can pass the generosity test, pass the compassion test. That's why God give you money. That's why he just puts it into your path. That's why he just gives you more than you can possibly spend for yourself. He wants to know how compassionate you are. Are you listening to me? And I want to suggest to you that you have the compassion of Lot, because Lot is a compassionate man. He can't stand to see these angels sitting out in the middle of the street. He just automatically comes out and tries to get them to come into his house. He invites them into his house. When the last time you invited somebody to your house? When was the last time you invited a stranger to your house? When's the last time you invited a stranger to your house who you wasn't going to get nothing from, or inviting them into your house? When was the last time you did something for somebody you wasn't going to get absolutely nothing back? You wasn't doing it to get nothing back. You was just doing it for the fact that you got compassion and you just don't want to see him in that situation. Are you listening to me? That man straightened up, and then he went on down the road, and he couldn't get up the hill. So I got him a little bit, and I was pushing him. He said, "Ricky, stop bragging. Why you come on there talking about what you're doing? I have to teach you all. I have to teach you all because you all are so far behind." Well, how do I know? Because I talk to people. I'm like, "Why don't you have any money?" I'm like, "Why don't you have any impact?" I'm like, "Why are you suffering the way that you suffer?" I'm like, "You haven't been taught. You haven't been trained about compassion. You really think it's okay just to see people and be indifferent. It's all right for you to neglect people. That's why you end up neglecting yourself. If you neglect people, you just neglect yourself because you neglect your mind. Because God ain't gonna put no ideas into the mind of selfish people. He only put the ideas into the mind of people who pay attention to people. Are you listening to me? God said, "I'm a spirit you ain't never seen me." He said, "How you gonna tell me you love me and you see your brother who you ain't never seen?" God's like, "You ain't never seen me, but you see your brother every day and you pass him up every day, and then you want to talk to me." God is like, "You can't talk to me until you take care of your brother. I'm not listening to you." Are you hear what I'm talking about? I'm not going to give you no props. Excuse me. So Lot is a compassionate man. He's watching these men. He see these angels out in the middle of the street, and he said, "Brothers coming up to my house." They say, "No, we're just going to stay in the street all night." And but Lot didn't allow that. So Lot said, this is verse number 3. We're in Genesis chapter 19. We're talking today about don't get left behind. Don't let this wealth shift leave you. Don't get caught in the horror of what? The horror of whoredom. Are you hearing me? Hoarding on the things, and what? The horror of whoredom too. Double double time in God. Don't get caught. Don't get left behind. All right, because what? The people of God, we moving forward. Are you hearing me? We recognize clearly that there's a shift taking place here. And we're not what? We're not gonna get left behind because number one, we ain't gonna be some little greedy, selfish mugs sitting around thinking about ourselves all day, dumb as a box of rocks. Can't come up with no ideas, no strategies, and nothing because God done cursed our brain because we so doggone selfish, because selfish people are cursed with a curse. Are you listening to me? And so he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned unto him and entered into his house. Why? Because he insisted on it, and he made them a feast and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. Now listen to me. When you invite somebody into your house, you don't make them a peanut butter and a jelly sandwich. All right? You say, "That's all I got, Brother Ricky." If that's all you got, make them a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Most of y'all got more than peanut butter and jelly. When you invite somebody into your crib, make them a feast. All right? Did you hear what I said? A feast for the angels. Are you hearing me? Feast the angels. FTA. Put it in the chat. All right. You got to be taught this. You got to be taught because you all, especially this generation right now, you ain't invited nobody to your house in 20 years. And if you did invite them, you try to give them a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. All right. But you got to feast the angels. He made a feast for the angels. He didn't give them no peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Are you hear what I'm talking about? He made sure that what? They had so much food until they was overfed. You overfeed people when they come into your house. I can't stand to go in somebody's place around anybody and they make enough food and it tastes pretty good. And then they act just like that's the last meal they're gonna ever have. And then you're like, well, you saying to yourself, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good, brother. That was pretty good, sister. Saying you like you got some more in the pot. They're like, no, we don't make it. We don't cook enough around here for no leftovers. All we do is make enough for you just to get you a couple of little bites. Now you move on your way. Why? Because people just trying to get brownie points with folks. But that ain't how you treat people. The way you treat people is that what you make a feast. Feast the angels. Everybody put it in the chat. FTA. You want to have a good life? I said, do you want to have a good life? No, do you want to have a spectacular life? Do you want to have an awesome life? Do you want to have an abundant life? Do you want to be a part of this wealth shift? Or do you want to get left behind? I'm telling all you stingy folk, you're going to get left behind. Are you listening to me? The message today is don't get left behind. Are you hearing me? There's a way to treat people. And when you treat people right, what? The windows of heaven open up for you. And he pressed upon them greatly. All right. He talked them into coming. Most people trying to talk people out of coming into their house. He talked them into coming into his house. All right. Talk people into things. Don't talk people out of things. Why? Because when you're stingy, the minute somebody tell you, I don't feel comfortable coming to your crib. I don't feel comfortable taking a gift from you. If you stingy and you didn't mean it anyway, the minute they say it, that's good. That's a good way to get out. You're like, all right, good. I tried. See what I'm talking about, Brother Ricky? You see what I'm saying? I tried to help them and they didn't want to listen. So I just shook the dust off my feet. I'm like, you stingy devil. That ain't what the Bible talking about. I'm just talking about shaking the dust off your feet. That's talking about when you teach a person the gospel and they don't want to hear it, you just let them know, okay, you shake the dust off your feet. That's not talking about you being hospitable and helping somebody, giving somebody some food to eat. Are you listening to me? When you're giving people food to eat, you ain't even got to preach to them. Are you hear what I'm talking about? You helping somebody physically, naturally helping somebody ain't got nothing. You ain't got to preach to nobody because you're physically, naturally helping somebody. Are you hearing me? You just want to help them out of their state. Are you digging what I'm saying? You don't bring them in your crib and hem them up and make sure that they got to listen to your gospel and your doctrine and what you believe in and all that sort of thing. You show them what you believe in through your generosity. And then they'll ask you about who's the God that made you so generous. Are you listening to me? Stop hemming folk up and trying to preach to them all the time. Because ain't nobody listening to your little stingy butt in the first place. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? So he talking to these angels. He brings them in the crib. He said, but before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house around, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. And they called in a lot and said unto him, where are the men which came in to thee this night? Bring them out to us that we may know them. So this is America right now. America is a country full of sissies. Are you listening to me? And these sissies are coming to your house, just like they came to Lot's house. Yeah, I'm talking about literal sissies, homosexuals. The United States of America, the United States Corporation of America is run by homosexuals. Are you listening to me? And they some homosexual thugs on top of that. It's one thing to be a sissy. How the hell are you going to be a gangster sissy? Don't make no sense. But this ain't nothing new. So you acting like it's something brand new. The fact that a dude can marry a dude today and a woman can marry a woman today, the fact that that fake stuff is legal today, it ain't nothing new. This is Sodom and Gomorrah thousands of years ago. And what? Homosexuality was legal. You say, how you know it was legal? Because the whole town full of sissies. Did you hear what I said? That homosexuality was legal in Sodom and Gomorrah, just like it is in America today. America today is full of mean, evil, rotten folk. You hear what I'm talking about? Folks that ain't got no hospitality, sister gang, wanna be gangster sissies. It'd be a cold day in hell before a sissy gangster me. Are you listening to what I'm talking about? Trying to tell you what you can say. I had one dude when I first started going live talking, and I started talking about this mess right here. That brother say, Brother Ricky, better be careful what you're saying, man. It might throw you off of Facebook. I say, Negro, please. I say, go get some balls, okay? I don't want your advice. Don't give me no little sissy advice. Talking about why? Because our kids are dying in the street as we speak. These little punks walking around with pistols and guns and knives. They got a female spirit inside of a man's body. They what? Gangster sissies. Are you listening to me? Dangerous as hell. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? People are dying in the streets as we speak, especially our young folk, as we speak right now. Why? Because we got a nation full of gangster sissies. The whole country endorsed this mess. They said, don't you whoop your kids at home. You bring them out here so we can whoop them. All they was trying to do is just turn your kids into homosexuals. Are you listening to what I'm talking about? Anytime you got a woman in the house and a man in the house and the man can't beat a man, the boy gonna end up being a sissy. Are you listening to me? Because we don't raise boys the way a woman raised a boy. We raise a boy the way a man raised a boy. We tell him what to do. We let him know how it's going down. He ain't got no 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 options. He can't be crying like no little punk. Do what you was told, partner, and do it fast before you get dealt with. Are you hearing me? That's how men deal with kids. We don't deal with kids the way a woman deal with no child. So this whole homosexual country is what? They are gangsters. And they done showed up what? At our houses. Are you listening to me? Ain't no difference between back then and right now. I'm telling y'all that they don't get left out. Why? Because God gonna split the dome of America just like he's gonna split the dome of every city that act like Sodom and Gomorrah. Just don't you get left behind. You hear what I'm talking about? I'm gonna show you Lot's wife and how she got left behind. Just make sure it ain't you. Get out here and be part of this wealth shift. I thought you were talking about money, Ricky. No, I'm talking about be a wealthy person. I'm talking about a person that's worth something. Are you digging what I'm talking about? Because if you don't carry the values of the Bible, you ain't worth a slug. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? nutty as a box of rocks. Are you hearing me? So here go all these sissies roll up on a man's crib. They said, bring him out here so we can rape him. They said, bring the man out, bring these cats out here so we can rape them. The whole sissy, listen to this. The Bible says, and they pressed greatly upon him and turned into him and entered this. Wait a minute. He said, and behold, wait a minute, let me see what he said. He said, okay. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round about, old and young, all the people from every quarter. Did you hear me? All the people from every quarter. 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 Did you hear me? I mean, the whole town came to what? Bum rush Lot's crib. But it didn't just say the men, it said all the people. That mean the sisters was out there about to watch some dudes rape some dudes. The Bible says all the people. It didn't say all the men, it said all the people. What? Everybody in cahoots. Are you digging what I'm talking about? That sound like America, don't it? Yeah, it sound like America. Oh, yes, it does. Sound like America, don't it? Yes, it do. Why? Because the dudes ain't just marrying the dudes. The chicks are marrying the chicks today too. If it ain't the most sickest, crazy nonsense ever known to the in the annals of time, I don't know what is. How the hell is your child? How the hell is your daughter, your son, gonna have any sense whatsoever when they wake when the person they look at somebody getting having a marriage and two dudes talking about I pronounce you husband and husband, or two chicks talking about you I pronounce you wife and wife. That's the most ridiculous, outrageous nonsense in the history of time. How the hell did that get passed as a law? That law ain't in the Bible. The Bible's so against that mess until it don't make no sense. That stuff creep over into our crib. You can't even hardly be married today. Why? Because don't nobody know who's who. Who's the man? Who's the woman? Don't nobody know who's who. Who got the penis and who got the vagina? Don't nobody know who's who. Who's what? You dig what I'm talking about? People talking to each other and ain't got no respect for one another. Why? Because it ain't no roles. They don't know who the role is. Who's the head of the house? I say, who's the head of the house? I said, who is the head of the house? All right. If you got any balls, you know it's the man. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? If you love God, you know it's the man. If you know this Bible, you know it's the man. You don't need no rocket scientist to tell you that. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? But because we live in a time where people ain't got, where hospitality is at all-time low, want to be gangster sissies is at an all-time high. This is the mess. This is why some of y'all will get left. Why? Because you're going along with this stuff. And I'm telling you right now, you better get some spiritual balls. You better step up to the plate. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? Everybody put SB in that chat. You see what you say, Ricky? Spiritual balls. Are you listening to me? SB, put it in the chat. Get you some. I'm talking about you sisters and brothers. We talking about spirituals. See, some of y'all some punks. Y'all ain't gonna put SB in the chat. Why? You trying to straddle the fence. You trying to be on both sides. You dig what I'm talking about? Put SB in that chat if you want some spiritual balls because y'all need some. You know what I'm talking about? Just let people get away with anything. Gonna bum rush the man's house. And gonna bum and tell him bring him out here so we can rape your guest. You know, you must want your head peeled back to the white meat. All right. He says, but before they lay down, the men came out in the lot and said, where are the men which came in to see thee this night? Bring them out that we may know them. And Lot went out to the door unto them and shut the door after him. He said, I pray you, gentlemen, you brethren, do not so what? Wickedly. All right. He said, I pray you, gentlemen, do not so what? Wickedly. He said, I pray you, gentlemen, do not so what? Wickedly. He didn't come out the crib and say, hey, fellas, what's going on? Hey, oh, you want to take the guys out here and rape them? Oh, okay. Well, listen, fellas, I'm just asking you, could you, that's really not a good idea. I know the law's been passed that a guy can rape another guy, and I know it's legal here in Sodom and Gomorrah. I know same-sex marriage is legal here. I know it's okay for a guy to rape another guy. I know it's just normal stuff here today. They got their own TV shows now. They come into the schools and teach the kids, what the heck? They even adopt the kids. I understand that, so we understand it's a law of the land, but is it a way that you can give these guys a pass just this one time? Okay. No, Lot came out the house and said, hey, man, what the use of fruck is going on out here? You better get off my use of frucking. Are you hear what I'm talking about? He said, what the use of fruck you think going to happen to right? Partner, it ain't going down like that. Don't make me peel your use of frucking. All right. He said, man, get up out of here with what? That wickedness. He said, get up off my porch. Get up off my porch. Everybody put get in the chat. The state got the nerve to be coming to your crib. Trying to what? Rape your guest. Are you hearing me? Everybody put get in the chat. Got us twisted like cornrows. I got think we some punks up in there. Get everybody put get in the chat. All right. That's what that's what Lot told him. Told him to get the hell off my porch. All right. I got anybody else with some balls around there. Tell them that get getting coming up on my porch. He's gonna roll up in my house trying. He must be nuts. You know what I'm talking about? And and he told him, he said, man, I don't do this wicked stuff. He said, behold, now I have two daughters, which have not known man. He said, let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye unto them as is good to in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing, but therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. Lot said, man, I give you my virgin daughters before you rape these dudes. Did you hear me? Lot is like, man, I give you my virgin. They ain't never even had a man. He said, I give you my virgin daughters before you rape these dudes. Let's talk about Lot for a second. Lot is a good man. All right. He's a good man, but he makes bad decisions. Okay. He done made some bad decisions. You can be a really good man. You could be a really good woman and still make some really bad decisions. Why? Because you make decisions based on temporary gain instead of long-term profit. See, that's why you can't run companies and stuff like that. When you're making decisions as a business person, when you're making decisions, see, Lot made a bad business decision. You say, when that happened? Way back when him and Abraham was balling, way before he got to on the other side of town, way before he got way over here in Sodom and Gomorrah and ended up here in Sissy Nation, he was doing good. He was doing real good. In fact, he was booming. He had a Fortune 500 company with his uncle, with Abraham. But his men started arguing with Abraham's men. Now, Lot should have what? He should have squashed it. All right. Everybody put SI in the chat. See, some of y'all are blessed, real blessed, because you hooked up with somebody that's got something. Problem is you don't appreciate it. So you start letting people get in your ear and tell you stuff like, hey man, you know, we doing we the ones that made things happen like this. He ain't really got it going on like that. You start getting people in your ear. Why? Because people start doing what? They start feeling themselves once a little bit of prosperity starts taking place. Once a company starts coming up just a little bit, people start losing their mind. But you got to squash it. You got to squash that stuff fast. Are you listening to me? Because one bad apple absolutely spoils the whole bunch. If you ever been around me, if you ever came into any of my challenges or anything, you got one time to say something stupid. Are you hearing me? You know what I do? I squash it. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? Why? Because I don't need you. And what I kick your butt out so fast and make your head swim. Are you listening to me? Why? You will bring no chaos up into this kingdom. Are you listening to what I'm talking about? When you are doing things and everybody's eating and things are beautiful, and then you get some little poo butts want to come around you and start whispering in your ear, trying to turn you away from what? From the leader that taught you how to lead. Are you listening to what I'm talking about? See, the problem with Lot is that he started following his followers and trying to lead his leader. Did you hear what I said? I said he started following his followers and tried to lead his leader. So he goes over to Abraham and they men are arguing and stuff, and Lot won't squash it. Why he won't squash it? Because people like it when you start telling them that they all that in the bag of chips. People like this stuff. They don't like to stay up under protocol. They don't like to stay up under the hand of the person that taught them something and continue to lead as a secondary leader. All right. So everybody put SL in the chat. You see, you don't lead people as to follow you. You lead people to lead. So you ain't no follower. You're a secondary leader. Did you hear what I said? Put it in the chat because y'all ain't been taught like this. This is why y'all empires and stuff crumble. This is why your businesses crumble. This is why your ministries crumble. This is why your life crumbles because you get around somebody that's an excellent teacher, an amazing leader, and they teaching you how to lead. But you start, instead of you leading, you become a follower. But you don't become a follower of their lead. You become a follower of your followers. Are you listening to me? And that's a recipe for disaster. You hear what I'm talking about? Why? Because Lot listened to them knuckleheads that work for him instead of checking them tricks and letting them know, hey man, my uncle is the bomb diggity. Man, my uncle is super blessed. Everything he touches blessed. That's why we so blessed. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick around here and we're gonna expand this company together. And if you chicken heads don't like it, you can break. All right? Because I don't need you, but I need my uncle. All right. My uncle is the reason I got this juice. I'm gonna hang out around him. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. The whole reason we bless is because we attached to the blessing. Are you listening to me? We attach to the blessing. We have blessing attachment. Everybody put BA in the chat so you can understand that. You get around somebody that's got some sense. The reason you blessed is because they blessed. Have some doggone sense. It's called blessing attachment. You attach to the blessing. Are you listening to me? You don't start acting like you are the blessing. Why? Because the reason you blessed is because you attach to the blessing. You better get in where you fit in. Are you hearing me? Are you going to end up in Sodom and Gomorrah? That's what's going to end up happening. Are you hearing me? So they started arguing. So once they started arguing, Lot Abraham is such a blessed man. Got such a great attitude about life. Until he told Lot, he said, "Listen, man, we shouldn't be arguing, man." He said, "Because we brothers, all right? We brothers, okay? We brothers. You my nephew, but we brothers, man. I love you, bro. All right? I don't want to be at odds with you." He said, "So you take one side of the land, I take the other side. You just go wherever it is you want to go, and I just take the other side." This man is what? Taking a high road. Everybody put HR in the chat. Take the high road, even when your little snotty nosed little nephews and cousins and Boo Boo and Kim and all them and Jaquita and all them, even when they don't appreciate you, even when they start acting brand new, like they're the ones that came up, still take the high road. Okay? Why? Because you're gonna be blessed no matter wherever you go. Come on, everybody, put it in the chat. Some of y'all done got caught up because Jaquita ain't got no sense. Some of y'all done got caught up because Bone Fika acting a fool. Some of y'all done got caught up because little Juju ain't got no doggone sense. Some of y'all done got caught up, all right? Don't get caught up. Take the high road. Take the high road. Stay focused, okay? Stay focused. Stay focused. Are you listening to me? Don't get left behind. Take the high road. So Abraham, he takes the high road. He tell him, man, you just go where you want to go. So Lot, he pitched his tent towards Sodom. Abraham he just went the other way. Why? Because Abraham knows what? He knows no matter where I go, I don't have to go to a blessed land. I go in and I bless the land. Are you hear what I'm talking about? Everybody put BTL in the chat. See, you ain't got to worry about where you're going. Because what? You ain't got to go no place to be blessed. Why? Because everywhere you go, you bless the land. Are you listening to me? BTL, put it in the chat. Are you hearing me? I'm talking about how powerful you are. Are you listening to me? That way you'll stop arguing, having little petty arguments with little petty people. Are you listening to me? Why? Because if they go this way, it don't matter. Wherever Abraham went, the land was blessed before he got there. Are you listening? Why? Because he brought the blessing with him. It didn't matter where he geographically was. Why? Because what was on the inside of him is what blessed the land. The land wasn't blessing him. He was blessing the land. Are you listening to me? Bless the land. Are you hear what I'm talking about? That's why David said, "Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his his holy name." He said, I will bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. What? See, when you bless the Lord, you bless the land. Are you listening to me? Why? Because he said, "Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me." See, it's what's within you that bless the land. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? You ain't got to worry about where you at, where you going geographically and all that sort of thing. Why? Because when you walk into the room, baby, the room is blessed. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? I feel the Holy Ghost up in here this morning. Let's go. He said, "I pray you, brother, do not so wickedly." He done found himself in Sodom and Gomorrah. Why? Because he was hard headed. Why? Because he thought the grass was greener on the other side. Why? Because he detached himself from his blessing and did what? Started following his followers. Followed his followers all the way to Sodom. He said, and they said, "Stand back." He go to sissies. Stand back. I can see him right now. Stand back. Can you imagine that? A gangster sissy. You ever seen something so crazy in their life? Stand back. What, did they snap a lot up before they told him to stand back? I think they snapped him up 3 times. Stand back. What the hell? Everybody put in the chat. WTH. What the hell? Come on, put it in the chat. What the hell? A gangster sissies. They're gonna tell a man to stand back like they some gangsters. Like, you know, stand back. What the? Come put it in the chat. What the hell? Put it in the chat. WTH. What the hell? Gangster sissies. I done seen it all. Boy, if I tell you, you don't make no doggone sense. You don't know what to do. Want to rape you or stick you up. You're like, what the hell, man? You might as well just shoot me, partner, and get it over with. All right. They said, "Stand back. This one fellow came into sojourn, and he will needs be a judge. Now we will deal worse with thee than with them." And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door. Gangster sissies. What they call Lot? They call him a judge. See, Lot is a good man. Lot is a good man. He's a good man. He's a good man. He's a good man. He just got what? Bad judgment. He's a good man. He just got bad judgment. But it's because he came over here into a little sissy nation that he shouldn't even be in. Shouldn't even be messing around with these little poop butts. I hear what I'm talking about. So he's here, but he's still the same man. He's still the same man. He still got what? He still got morals. He still got values. Even though he in a land full of sissies, he's still like, I die before I let y'all come in here and mess with these boys, come in here and mess with my guests, man. And I already offered y'all my daughters. You dig what I'm saying? He's sitting on the porch. He like, man, somebody about to die. You dig what I'm talking about? Somebody about to die. Are you hearing me? It's about to go down up in this piece. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? And they telling him to stand back because you're a judge. So let me tell all y'all, especially all y'all listening right now, who be easing y'all way in, acting like y'all don't hear what I'm talking about. All y'all gay pride folk and all y'all. Okay, let me tell you something. Anytime about we judging you, just like these sissies was telling Lot that he was judging them. We not judging you. The word of God judges you. Hey, listen to what I'm talking about? You are not gonna get away with that crap. Are you hearing me? We gonna work until that whole law is reversed in America. Oh, you better believe that. We're gonna work into that whole law. You calling us a judge. Why? You calling us a judge because I don't want to be in the house arguing with no wife because she thinks she a dude. I want that mess in my crib. Are you listening to me? I don't want to be in the crib and my son waking up and he got on a pink bandana. Are you digging what I'm talking about? Why? Because of your influence. Are you hearing me? And you think we finna sit here and silently just let you gangster us around? You crazy as hell. That's what you are. You need to repent. Are you listening to me? And get your house in order. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? Why? The reason I'm on here talking to you right now is because I'm an angel. You said, what are you talking about, Ricky? I'm a messenger. Are you hearing me? Just like Lot had these angels up in his crib. And we ain't come here to play. We came here to what? Tear some stuff up. Are you listening to me? We didn't come here to agree with you. We came here to do what? Rip some stuff. We came here to do what? Rip up the devil's kingdom. That's what we came here for. And to let y'all know, hell to the no, you're not going to keep walking around here doing this nonsense. Our kids are dying in the street as we speak. And hell to the no. Now you hear what I'm talking about? Ain't trying to get along. Ain't trying to get along with you. All right? Stop your mess. Stop your mess. Stop trying to come around here gangstering us. Stop trying to make us marching all the up and down the street. Talking about you got some gay pride. Pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. But before honor is humility. Are you listening to me? Someone around here trying to be some gangsters. And what I really can't stand being a black man is that you use me to get your way. Are you hearing me? That's what really make me sick to my stomach. Why? Because you use the fact that white folks been killing black people for hundreds of years and hundreds of years here in America. Racist, savage white folks that beat us and dogged us and killed our families and raped and robbed and pillaged our neighborhoods and hung us on trees and pulled our teeth out our head and all of that. And then we won some rights to be treated like a human being, like it had to go through 300 years just to get treated like a human being, just to be able to vote, just to be able to drink from a water fountain. You know, that's some sick mess. Are you hearing me? 300 years just for a person just to stop raping you and shooting you and killing you at will. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? And then we finally get the right to be treated like a human being and a sissy's jumping our cab. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? Excuse me. Can I get in that cab too? What you want to do over here? I want some rights too. You want the right to what? I want the right to be a dude who come home and let a other dude sodomize me. And I want it to be legal. Okay. And I want, because why? Because it's my spiritual, because it's my rights. Because it's my rights. It's that you ain't got no right to let a dude sodomize you. What the hell you think this is? That ain't got nothing to do with no civil right. That's got everything to do with immoral behavior. Are you listening to me? Are you hear what I'm talking about? Now you little sissy preachers who won't say nothing. Are you hear what I'm talking about? Make me sick. And here we are trying to get along with all this crazy delirium. I hear what I'm talking about. Families nutty as a box of rocks. Are you dig what I'm talking about? Not on my watch. Not on my watch. You know why? Because I'm an angel. What is an angel? A messenger. I ain't hear what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about no angel like I'm flawless. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about an angel, a messenger. I hear what I'm talking about. Who cries loud and spares not. Are you listening to me? Don't care what you think. I hear what I'm talking about. I'm here to help save your life. Are you hear what I'm talking about? I'm here to help save your life. I came by to help save your life. I didn't come by here playing games with you. I came by here to help save your life. I'm telling you right now, don't get left behind. You think God gonna let this mess continue? No, this stuff ain't gonna continue. Why? Because the people of God, we ain't having it. Are you hear what I'm talking about? You got a whole bunch of saved people here in America, player. All right? You got a whole bunch of saved folks here. Are you hear what I'm talking about? You got a whole bunch of saved folks here who what? We willing to die for what we believe in. Are you listening to me? So we're gonna do what? We're gonna cry out against this mess, and we're gonna do what? We're gonna tear the devil's kingdom down and get our families back to having some doggone sense. Are you listening to me? So the man said, And sort of sissies like they're gonna break the house down now. He said, but the men put forth their hand. They came trying to break the door down. But the men, that's the angels in here. He said they came and pulled Lot into the house to them and shut the door. And they smote the men that were at the door. That they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door. Yeah, it's hard to be a gangster when you can't see. And the men said unto Lot, he said, hast thou here any besides son-in-law and thy sons and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place. He said, listen, save your posterity. All right, everybody put in the chat, SYP. Save your posterity. Come on, put it in the chat, SYP. Save your posterity. He said, you got anybody here except your sons and your daughters? And the wives and the son-in-laws and the wives-in-laws and the daughter-in-law. You got anybody else around here? He said, but you better save your posterity because we're gonna rip this joint up. Are you hearing me? Everybody put in the chat, save your posterity, SYP. Come on, let's go. Save your posterity. I'm warning y'all that they don't get left behind. Are you hearing me? Don't get left behind, baby. All right. He said, why? He said, for we shall destroy this place because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Lord, and the Lord have sent us to destroy it. Are you listening to me? You said, Brother Ricky, you sound angry. That's because I am. You say, what you can't be angry like that, Brother Ricky. That's very judgmental. Miss me and turn all the way around. You know why I'm mad? I'm mad because God is mad. When God sent an angel to you, that don't mean he sent somebody floating in on some wings. You dig what I'm talking about? Singing Kumbaya. That ain't what angels do. Angels come down to execute judgment. Are you listening to what I'm talking about? Angels don't want to come in. Ain't no angels flying in. That ain't no angel. That's a picture. That's some idolatric nonsense that the Roman Catholic Church put on the stand with all the other idols and all that kind of stuff that they believe in. All right, that ain't got nothing to do with what's going on with God. Are you listening to me? This ain't no angels flying around and stuff. You ain't never seen no angel flying on nothing. Are you hearing me? When the angel come in, he come in to execute judgment. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? Everybody put EJ in that chat. All right. We got any more angels around here? I'm not the only one. All right. Put EJ in that chat if you came down here to execute some judgment. Now you listening to me? When you wake up in the morning, your kids acting a fool, you better execute some judgment. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? I remember I came in the crib one day and and the kids was watching uh, Empire. And they was watching these two dudes about to get married. I was like, what the hell? What y'all watching? I mean, they just sitting there like it's normal. Everybody's sitting there at the crib. See, women, they don't act like us, you know? So your wife will sit there and watch that stuff. She'll sit there and watch that stuff with your kids. You dig what I'm talking about? She'll laugh at stuff the sissies do and stuff. What? She'll go out and get her nails done with them. That's because this is a male thing that's got to stop this. Are you listening to me? Our women ain't gonna stop this. I said our women are not gonna stop this. Are you listening to what I'm talking about? They are not gonna. They're not built like we built. Are you hearing what I'm saying? That don't make them. That don't make them bad. That don't make them no less than us. It just ain't they role to stop this. It's our role. Are you dig what I'm saying? Because we gotta check them half the time. Why we like you better stop this. You better stop this sissy and grandize and stuff around here, baby. Ain't nothing happening. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? You don't see things the way I see it. That's why I'm the leader. Are you hear what I'm talking about? You don't have the makeup I have, woman. That's why I'm the leader. Are you listening to me? When I came in the crib and they was watching that stuff, I said, turn that mess off. They was like, huh? Everybody just sitting there, look like they have. I say, no, we're not having that witchcraft up in here. I said, I'll rip every TV out the wall before you sitting around there watching dudes get married to dudes. Did you get the lesson? I hear what I'm talking about. You know what they did? They turned that mess off because I was going to rip every TV out of there. Why? Because I'm an angel. Are you hear what I'm talking about? And angels, we do what? We execute judgment. Are you listening to me? We're not having that. Are you hear what I'm talking about? So the angels told him, he said, man, stand back. We're finna tear this joint up. All right. He said, and Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughters, and said, up, get you out of this place, for the Lord will destroy this city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law, just like some of y'all listen to me right now. Some of y'all listen to me right now. Why? Because you're so doggone freaky. Why? Because you're so doggone caught up. Are we all freaky, all right? What the hell? I'm a recovering pimp. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? You think I don't want 16 women a day? We all freaky. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with how you feel. It's got something to do with what's right. Are you hearing me? Ain't nobody running around here just doing what they feel like doing. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? Why? It ain't got nothing to do with what you feel like. It's got something to do with what's right. I ain't hearing me. I had a sissy teaching a class when I was in college. And for 3 weeks, he's supposed to be teaching about, he teaching on this psychology class. So he teaching about homosexuality for 3 weeks. Why? Because he's a homosexual. Supposed to be 1 week, but he loving this part of the class. So he just gonna do what? He gonna sit on his throne and start preaching. That's what he started doing. Why? Because he wasn't doing nothing but preaching. Now you come into school, you start talking about Jesus, they want to throw you out. But you can come in and talk about anything demonic, and they'll embrace it because they talking about you can't have a church and the state together. But that ain't nothing but some game. They just put that stuff up because they don't want you talking about Jesus in school. But you can talk about any kind of nonsense you want to, and they will embrace that stuff and teach that stuff. That's one thing I like about Trump and this regime now. He said, first of all, we're going to cut out all y'all funding, all y'all that's in school telling the kids they ain't got no gender. He said, we're going to cut y'all funding now. All right. I love that. I love the fact they're talking about we're going to cut your funding. And now they're going to pass a rule saying that you can whoop that butt again. I like both of those rules. I like the idea that you can whoop that butt, and I like the idea that you better not tell no kid that they a boy that he a girl and a girl that he a boy. They said you better not say. He said I'll cut your funding off. You hear what I'm talking about? So I like both of those moves, and I pray that both of them. And did you ever think you see the day where you had to have a law passed to demand the school that you stop telling a boy you're a girl? You know you in some crazy times. Are you listening to me? Did you ever think that you have to live in a day where somebody would have to pass a law just to tell a boy you're a boy and just to tell a girl you're a girl? You ever think you would have to have a law passed for somebody to say something like that? You know we're in some ignorant times. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? But it's time, what? It's time for some of you angels to come out of hiding and start executing some judgment. Are you listening to what I'm talking about? So he said, and it came to pass. He said, you got anybody around you? And he said, but yeah, but it seemed like, he said, but they thought they was mocking him. They act like, you talking crazy, man. Ain't nothing gonna happen out here. Just like some of y'all right now. I'm talking to you. And you're like, man, ain't nothing gonna happen here in America. Something is gonna happen here in America. You better believe something gonna happen here, baby. It's going down. It's going down. You hear what I'm talking about? I'm talking about ain't nothing gonna happen. Stick around, you'll see. All right. He said, and when the morning arose, then the angels hastened Lot, saying, arise, take thy wife and thy two daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. All right? So leave them behind. Leave them behind. Leave them behind. LEB. Everybody put it in the chat. All right? Put it in the chat. Leave them behind. Some people going to get left behind. All right? My message to you today is don't get left behind. But some of y'all are. As a matter of fact, most of you are. Why? Because the crowd always get left behind. Every time there's a shift, most people get left behind. I'm warning you not to get left behind. So you know what you do? You leave them behind. Are you hearing me? Don't you sit around playing games, lingering with all these hard-headed people. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? Leave them behind. Leave them behind. Leave them behind. Leave them behind. Why? He said, man, go get your sons and daughters-in-laws. They said, man, this dude talking crazy. Ain't nothing about to go down. He said, what? Leave them behind. He said, just get your wife and your two daughters and break. Bounce. Are you hear what I'm talking about? Are you listening to me? So he told him to bounce, right? He said, and while he lingered, listen to this. He said, while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand and upon the hand of his wife and upon the hand of his two daughters, the Lord being merciful unto him, and they brought him forth and set him without the city. Lot didn't even want to leave. Are you listening to me? Lot was about to get murdered. Are you hear what I'm talking about? Lot is his whole lineage, his wife, him, his kids, they all about to get what? Annihilated, destroyed. You know what saved life, God? What saved Lot's life? Generosity. That's the only reason he got spared, because he was generous. Are you listening to me? He brought those men into his crib. They tested them when they first got there. They just tried to sit out, because they was going to kill him too. Are you hearing me? He was going down too, just like everybody else was. What? He had to pass the test. Are you listening to me? Just like y'all, all y'all stingy people, you're going. Are you listening to me? You better learn how to pass. You better change your attitude about how you treat people, about how you treat strangers. Stop trying to treat everybody good who you think got it going on and kissing their butt. I told y'all in business, don't solicit people to buy stuff from you. In business and in life, solicit people who are in a worse situation than yours and bless them. All right? Don't solicit nobody for no business. Bless the person that needs the blessing, and then people will solicit you. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? Receive soliciting. Don't what? Be the bearer of solicitation. Everybody put RS in the chat. Put RS in the chat. I'm speaking over your life. Some people about to start throwing money at you so doggone crazy, you ain't gonna even know what to do with it. Why? Because you're about to receive solicitation. Everybody put RS in the chat. Anybody ready to receive it? Come on. Some of you people generous. Some of y'all listen to me generous. Yeah, you've been doing what you're supposed to do. Yeah, some of y'all generous. Some of y'all been doing what you're supposed to do. Are you hearing me? All you folks that ain't generous, I ain't talking to you. But if you know you've been generous, people put RS in that chat. The rest, don't lie now. If you don't lie now, just put ouch, okay? And change your ways, all right? But if you know you're generous, and you know that you hospitable, and you know you looking for folks to help, and you know that's how you live, and you know that's what you do, and you know you're down like four flat tires doing what Jesus said: feed somebody that's hungry, clothe somebody that's naked, visit the sick and the prison in their affliction. You know you're getting down like that. Well, I got news for you. Get ready to receive some solicitation, baby. Hey, this is what I'm talking about. Get ready, because you ain't gonna get left behind. Why? I don't have to ask nobody for no money. I just receive solicitations. You're like, what are you talking about, Ricky? People say, I'm talking about people buy products from me on a regular basis. Why? Because I'm so generous to people with my time, energy. I hear what I'm talking about, with my brain. Give it 7 days a week. You know what I'm talking about? I hear what I'm talking about, and glad to do it. Happy to be able to do it. Privileged to be able to do it. So what I do, I just position myself to receive solicitations. I don't solicit nobody. I hear what I'm talking about? I turn down more money than I accept. Why? Because I don't want to be bothered with a whole lot of these busters. I'm like, I don't want your money. I don't want your money. I don't want your money. Your change is strange. Why? Because you strange. Crazy as hell. You ain't finna bring that nonsense around here. Are you hearing me? It ain't good enough to have clients. You got to have the clients of your choice. Did you hear what I said? Choice clients. Everybody put CC in the chat. Listen, we kings. Are you hearing me? We have choice clients because we choose them. Are you hear what I'm talking about? Our clients don't choose us. We choose the clients. Are you hear what I'm saying? Why? Because we don't solicit nobody. This is a wealth shift, baby. Are you hearing me? And a wealth shift starts with generosity. That's where it starts. It starts with generosity. Are you hearing me? Paying attention to strangers, taking care of folk. Are you listening to what I'm talking about? Snap out of it. Are you hearing me? And stop begging people to buy stuff from you. That is so ungodly. That is not the Bible. That is not how we behave. We do what? We solicit the ability to help somebody. And then people solicit us with their checks so they can get some help from us. As you help, people ask for help. As you help, people ask for help. All right, let's finish this lesson. Said it came to pass when they brought them forth. He snatched them up while they lingered. He said it came to pass when they had brought them forth that he said, escape for your life, baby. Escape for your life. Escape for your life. Everybody put it in the chat. Escape. Come on now. Come on. There's a wealth shift taking place right here. If I was you, I would escape what? Into the wealth. Are you listening to me? What am I talking about? Wealth? Am I talking about money? Money too. I'm talking about escaping to a higher way of living from this low down country we in and these low down laws and rules and stuff that they done passed. Escape. Are you listening to me? Everybody put in the chat, escape. Ain't y'all ready to escape? Are you ready? Come on, you better run for your use of fucking life. Run for your use of fucking life. All right. Get the use of fuck up out of here. Run for your use of fucking life. By the way, I have Yusuf t-shirts. T-shirts for sale. Just put Yusuf in the chat if you wanna order a t-shirt from us. Come on, we're gonna be having fun all over the world. Everybody got a what the Yusuf t-shirt. All right, so I got t-shirts. All right, yeah. Y'all want to see what they look like? Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all a t-shirt. All right, yeah. Some of y'all don't even know what Yusuf is. I talked about this already. Y'all should have watched my video. So USUFRUCT. If you want to order a t-shirt, just put that word in the chat. Yusuf. What the Yusuf? We're gonna get the Yusuf up out of here. Why? Because we escaping what? We escaping what? All this poverty. Poverty ain't nothing but wrath. Are you hearing me? Poverty ain't nothing but the wrath of God. Are you hearing me? Tell me it's just a test, Brother Ricky. You've been in a test for 45 years. But there ain't no test. That's a curse. Are you listening to me? And I'm talking about you better get the Yusuf up out of here. All right. So if y'all want a t-shirt, just put it in the chat. Yusuf, we'll send you over a message so that you could order one. All right, let's finish this up. All right. And by the way, we got 10 minutes and we're going to start the second day of the challenge. You can still come to our challenge now if you want to come. Just put the word chat. We'll send you a link. You can still come. Today, I'm going to teach you all our ecosystem. I'm going to break down how we make $1 million in a day online without even being a whole system that does it. I'm going to teach the wealth formula today. And so it's good. If you ain't come for nothing but one day, you can make $1 million with us. All right. So if you ain't in the challenge, I don't know what you're doing out here. You out here in these streets. One way for you to get out these streets is come to the challenge. Because you spend a whole week with me, I'll show you how to get out these poverty streets. You hear what I'm talking about? You spend a whole week with Brother Ricky and my millionaire friends, I'll show you how to get out these poverty streets. Are you hearing? I help rearrange that furniture in your head. You come and hang out for a whole week. You ain't gonna hang out with me in no challenge for the whole week and be the same person you was, before it came up. So if you want to come, you can still come. It starts in 10 minutes. All right. He says, behold, thy servant hath found grace in thy sight. And he told him to escape for your life. He said, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou showed unto me and saved my life. He said, I cannot escape to the mountain, lest some evil take me and I die. He said, behold now, this city is near to flee unto, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. Is it not a little one? And my soul shall live. And he said unto him, see, I have accepted thee concerning this thing also, that I will not overthrow this city for the which thou hast spoken. As haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou become thither. Therefore, the name of the city was called Zoar. Everybody put it in the chat. Zoar. Are you hearing me? And I got a ride after this. So it's a whole lot more to teach you, but I'm just going to teach you this last part. The reason he let him escape to a little city is because when you've been in a big mess, you got to shrink your crowd. Okay? When you've been in a big mess, all of y'all that's having all these money problems, all this chaos in your life, Zoar, it means a little city. That's what Lot escaped to. You say, why you let him escape to a little city? Because he was teaching a lot of lessons. He was like, you know what? You ain't took care of your responsibility in this big city full of all these sissies. He said, I let you go on your own and handle your business. And you what? You end up down here in Sissyville. You dig what I'm talking about? He says, so I'm going to send you to a little city so I can help build you back up. Are you hearing me? Because what? I got to build your whole posterity back up. Why? Because all your sons-in-laws and everybody else around, except your two daughters, that's the only people you got left with you. Why? Because Lot's wife, she turned back and she got left behind. She got turned into a pillar of salt because her heart was still in the city when they was leaving. Are you listening to me? When you leave someplace, take your heart with you. Are you listening to me? When you leave someplace, take your heart with you. Did you hear what I said? When you leave someplace, when you leave dysfunction, when you leave buck wild behavior, when you leave a bunch of little petty folk, when you get away from a whole bunch of nonsense and chaos, take your heart with you. Are you listening to me? Take your heart, TYH, put it in the chat. Take your heart with you, TYH, take your heart. Don't leave no place and leave your heart. Why? Because your body will be gone, but your heart will still be there. And you know what you're going to end up? Salty! You're going to end up salty. Now you listen to me? The woman, what? She left the place, was leaving with her body, but her heart is still there. Why? Because she turned that neck all the way around. What? Hard-headed. Why? Because when you hard-hearted, you hard-headed. That's why I choose my customers. I don't like hard-headed people. Why? Because they hard-hearted. I got a soft heart. Hey, listen to me. When Jesus Christ saved your butt, you get a soft heart. Are you hearing me? Why in the world you want to have a soft heart and you be hanging out with a whole bunch of hard-hearted people? Hey, listen to me. Why? Because they come over into your camp, but they didn't bring their heart. Hey, listen to me. They still got their heart back there. They want to kick it with you. Oh, yes, they do. His wife got out of there. Yeah, she wanted to leave, but she wanted to leave with her body. She wanted to leave her heart back there. Why? Why? Because her heart wasn't in it. Are you listening to me? So as you deal with people this week, as you deal with people this month, as you deal with people the rest of this year, make sure that your heart is in everything that you do. Discern the people you messing around with. Say, you know what? Your heart is not in this. You know, you got to bounce. Are you hearing me? Why? Because you're bringing Sodom and Gomorrah over here. Are you listening to me? You're bringing chaos over here. You're bringing what? Rebellion over here. You're bringing what? Foolishness over here. And I'm not going to be bothered with it. Why? Because we building kingdoms, baby. We building empires, baby. We got it going on over here? What? To the break of dawn over here. What? We new here. We ain't new here. We grew here. We get down without a frown. And you better carry that nonsense on. Why? Because I can see your neck. I'm looking back. Come on. I want to pray for you that you don't get left behind. One more time. If you want to come to the challenge, just click challenge in the chat. Come on up. We'll be glad to have you. We're going to get down today. We're going to get down today. You won't be seeing me live no more this week because I'm going to be too busy with the challenge. I just want to give y'all one more chance to come in and be a part of what it is that we're doing this week because the challenge is off the hook. This is number 43. And if you ain't been inside, you have no idea what's going on. The money we make together, the deals we do together. We got a community of private bankers. I mean, we just got it going on over here. We having a great life with each other. And we invite you to a great life. And we're asking you today. We're persuading you today. Don't get left behind. Don't get left behind. Don't get left behind. We're going to be over here chopping it up. Are you listening to me? Don't get left behind. Don't let no little money get you left behind. And you out here in these streets don't know what you're doing. Are you hearing me? You don't know what you're doing. You're in the middle of a whole bunch of chaos. You need to get around some folks got some sense. Are you listening to what I'm talking about? We got Bible sense, which means we got a whole lot of financial sense. We make good decisions. Are you digging what I'm talking about? Why? Because we don't solicit. We don't solicit people at all, under no circumstances. I teach you how to stop being a solicitor. You know what hoes go to jail for, don't you? For solicitation. I'm going to teach you how to stop doing that. I'm going to teach you how to chase people who ain't got nothing so the people who got something to chase you. Did you hear what I said? I'm going to teach you how to chase people who ain't got nothing so the people who do have something will chase you. I'm going to teach you how to chase people who ain't got nothing so the people who do have something will chase you. Are you listening to me? Before I told you about the one man I met yesterday, and he was in a wheelchair, and it just broke my heart. It just really broke my heart. It just really broke my heart. So I helped him as much as I could. I had to get to the appointment. I just hold his hand. I gave him some money. Why? Because that's how you get people to chase you. So another guy came walking by in a wheelchair when I was getting ready to pull off. I mean, walking. Now that was funny. A guy came walking by in a wheelchair. Everybody give me a smiley face. You know I'm getting old. Did I say somebody came walking by in a wheelchair? I meant another guy came rolling by in a wheelchair. He was a lot stronger. It didn't even look like, outside of him being in a wheelchair, it didn't look like he was disgruntled about anything. But what? When I see somebody that ain't got no legs, it bothers me. All right? I'm not walking around with a pocket full of $100 bills for nothing. All right? I'm like, who's less fortunate? Okay? I know I'm going to see him because I live downtown. So I know I'm going to see him every time I eat downtown. I know I'm going to be blessed because I'm going to chase me somebody. so I was getting ready to pull off. But he went by in a wheelchair. And I was like, I was bonking my horn. I was like, sir, but he couldn't hear me. All right. So I pulled over, kind of double parked, and I had to chase him to catch up with him. Right. So I finally caught him about a half a block away. And he turned around. So I was just trying to ease it, trying to ease it. Now listen, go get some $100 bills. You say, Brother Ricky, I ain't giving out no $100 bills. Okay. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to the rest of y'all that want to be rich. Okay. The rest of y'all that want to be wealthy. The rest of y'all tired of begging people and all this sort of thing. Trying to teach you how to treat people right. Okay, trying to show you how to do stuff that you ain't been taught so you can have what you've never had before. That's why you come over here for a week with us in a challenge. I'm going to rearrange that furniture in your head because your furniture ain't right. Your house is all jacked up. You need an interior director, you need an interior decorator. That's what I'm going to help you do, rearrange this furniture. So I called him. So I called the guy. And I said, God bless you, bro. So I was trying to leave him. He said, he said, thank you so much. He said, I'm really okay. He said, I don't really need nothing. I said, no, you don't understand. I said, you don't understand, man. I said, you my blessing. I said, you don't understand. I said, you my blessing, brother. You my blessing, brother. So he was grateful though. He was like, well, thank you, brother. Thank you. So I don't think he was homeless or anything. I just think he didn't have no legs. But how does that make you feel? How do you feel when you see somebody ain't got no legs? They don't do nothing to you. I said, they don't do nothing. You just walk by him. You just walk. That don't matter to you. It ain't no big deal to you. Well, you know what? You need to start making a big deal out of what? Big things. Big things make a big deal. A lot of people make a big deal out of stuff don't mean nothing. I mean, listen to me. But when they see a big deal walk by, they're like, man, boy, I wish you could bless me with some big deals. You like big deals walk by you every day. Big deals just walk straight by you. You just didn't know it was a big deal. Why? because you got your mind on you. You preoccupied. Are you hearing me? Come on over to the challenge. Don't get left behind. Come on over to the challenge. Don't get left behind. Put challenge in that chat if you're tired of getting left behind. This is our 43rd challenge. Did we leave you behind 42 times already? I said, did we leave you behind 42 times already? Did we? Have you been left behind 42 times already? Don't let it be 43, all right? This is your last opportunity to be able to come on up and hang out with us this week. I will not be back here talking in the morning. I pray that this message really helps you today. I pray that I pray that your spirit will be stirred up, that you will get the spirit of hospitality like your pants was on fire on the 95th floor of a burning building with some gasoline draws on. It's been a plum pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege. I love y'all. Ain't nothing you can do about that. For those of y'all who are coming to the challenge, I see y'all in 1 minute. I'm going to move over there right now. Be blessed in the city and be blessed in the field with amazing, enormous amounts of generosity today. May the Lord bless you and pull you up out of this cursed generation in Jesus' name. And remember that stellar is a stellar day. Love you back. Have a wonderful day. Have an awesome day. Everybody, great day. Great day. I see you.